Today at the White House, the leaders of Israel, the UAE, and Bahrain joined President Trump in signing a historic deal that not only has the two nations recognizing Israel, but will have them talking and trading with Israel too.
These agreements prove that the nations of the region are breaking free from the failed approaches of the past. Today's signing sets history on a new course, and there will be other countries very, very soon that will follow these great leaders.
Well, more deals to come. I would believe him when he says that, too. So while the left continues its fake news quest to destroy President Trump and play down his numerous achievements, this will be hard to do. This deal is historic. It is real. And maybe most concerning to President Trump's haters is that it happened while Joe Biden was taking a nap in his basement bunker. For more on today's historic events, let's bring in Congressman Reschenthaler of Pennsylvania, Republican there. Thanks for coming on, Congressman.
Grant, thanks for coming. Thanks for having me on, and please just call me Guy.
Absolutely, Guy. No problem. So look, this is a huge victory for President Trump, and I think that's what scares those on the left. Besides the victory, it is for the Middle East as well.
Well, it's huge for the Middle East. It's a huge victory for not only the president, it's a huge victory for Israel and the region of the Middle East. So let's think about it. You have, just hot off the heels of a situation where the UAE recognizes Israel. You have Bahrain recognizing Israel, Kosovo, a majority Muslim nation, recognizing Israel. You have a coalition that's building that is an Israeli-Arab, I wouldn't say alliance, but at least a cooperation that's developing. That's huge for the region, and other countries are going to follow suit, maybe Saudi Arabia. But this is a game changer. It really works to contain Iran. And let me just say this. If President Trump were a Democrat, the Democrat Party would be saying that he should win that Nobel Peace Prize. Obama got nominated and won a Nobel Peace Prize for doing nothing other than inspiring hope and change. President Trump has actually delivered real results. And hopefully he will win that Nobel Peace Prize because he has made a real difference in the Middle East.
Look, you can go back through Reagan, through Clinton, through Bush, through Obama, trying to get deals like this done. And I'm sure all of them worked hard at it. They couldn't do it. This president could. Him and his team, they managed to get it done. There was a little luck involved with some of this, but mostly hard work and reasonable heads on all sides. And I don't know if anybody else could have done it other than President Trump and his team.
Well, no one else, Grant, no one else had the tenacity to actually get it done. Just look at the fact that President Trump moved the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. That is huge. And presidents, since the beginning of the time that the state of Israel was founded, American presidents have said they were going to move that embassy. And that's incredibly symbolic. And no president did it, even though the other presidents had the power to do so. President Trump actually got it done. So it's a huge, I would say this, no other president has been more pro-Israel than President Trump. And no one has made it more clear that Israel is not only our #1 ally in that region, Israel is probably one of our closest allies in the entire world. And President Trump has cemented that relationship. He does have the good fortune of having Benjamin Netanyahu in power in Israel, which certainly has helped because Netanyahu has done a lot to bring these peace deals together. But again, this is historic. It cannot be understated. But Grant, if I could just say one thing here. It was part of the reason why the timing was right was because you had the failure of the Obama-Biden policy vis-a-vis Iran. And let me explain that for just a second. Because the Obama-Biden administration had a horrible deal with Iran, that we gave $1.5 billion to Iran in a really bad deal, and Iran was able to move further to getting a nuclear weapon, that helped galvanize Arab states around Israel because the fear that Iran would be an aggressor. Iran took that $1.5 billion and they funded terrorist organizations like Hezbollah, like the rebels in Yemen. They used that $1.5 billion to sow chaos and instability around the region. That has helped President Trump capitalize on this and negate a lot of the missteps of the Obama-Biden presidency. Yeah.
I'll tell you, you make a great point. There were a lot of Obama missteps and screw-ups that led to successes for President Trump, including his entire presidency. I believe that President Trump may not have even been elected if it wasn't for Obama ruining everything that he did as president for 8 years. And so I guess we can thank President Obama for that. But this is a big day, certainly. We appreciate you sharing some time with us. Guy Reschenthaler of Pennsylvania, thanks for coming on today.
Hey, thanks, Grant. Have a good one.